Hey guys, Martocodo here. We have talked a lot about growing on Twitch and about how to make those good days better days, but what about the bad days? How do you pick yourself up after a bad stream? How do you stop yourself going into a downward spiral? How do you survive on Twitch? Let's look at some tips. Right guys, first and foremost, who or what is your support network going to be? Now, if you've decided to solo stream, it's all on you pretty much at this stage. There's no additional support around you. There's the community that you're slowly starting to grow, but at least in the initials, it's going to be all on you. It's just you and that camera. This is why it's so important, if you're a solo streamer, to focus some time on those social channels and also a Discord community. Now, this could be a brand new Discord you're starting yourself, or it could be a group Discord that you're running with other people. For example, me and a few other streamers run a Hype Family Discord, which is a single Discord for multiple streamers and multiple communities to interact, support each other, look after each other, share ideas, and basically working to bring everybody up. That's the whole point of that. And especially if you're starting your own Discord very early on, it's going to be quiet. And the thing is to make those channels which can help people discover new interests and connect with each other on a much more personal level. This could be things like pet pictures, this could be cooking channels, this could be favorite game discussions, strategies for dealing with certain games. Basically have a nice structured Discord which allows people to discover and share their interests in lots of different ways. It's going to really help people to connect and build a solid network that ultimately will be there to support each other and you while you're streaming. The key thing is really to be genuine, folks. A Discord isn't just a place for mindless promotion of streams. It is a place where you can connect with other people, build some real friendships, share ideas, look after each other, support each other when you're not feeling good. This will be a key aspect in helping you survive those tough days when it's a quiet stream, whether you're not sure what game to play. That community will then be there for you to go to talk about ideas, to get some support, some encouragement, some motivation back, and ultimately they'll want the best for you. Number 2 on the list, and that is have realistic expectations of quick wins. Things like self-promo posts, things like services offering thousands of followers in just a single day. There's a lot of things out there that try to offer you quick wins, or you might think is being a quick win. The thing is not even to be suspicious of anything that takes not much time to do. It's just having a realistic expectation that it might not have the impact you think it will. So I see a lot of people who utilize the self-promo channels in a variety of Discords, and there's nothing wrong with doing this. But the thing is, guys, everybody knows that those channels are just for people promoting their own platforms. And again, it's fine. You're proud of the content you're making. You'll have to remember that you're posting alongside a lot of other people posting a lot of other content, and it's quite hard to differentiate yourself in just a link display. If you feel like it's helping to spread your name, get your name out there, fine. But also have realistic expectations of just how much good it will do. And not to be downhearted if it doesn't work. It's just another thing to try. It's another part of a strategy. There's plenty of other things to try. You can keep going with social media growth. You can keep going with YouTube content. There's plenty of other ways you can promote your channel and grow your community. Still with me, guys? Good. Let's move on to the final point. This is quite a biggie and potentially quite hard to do because streaming is a very personal thing, but an absolute key survival strategy is to separate your own self-worth, your own self-value from the stream, from the show you're putting together. These two are very, very different and they feel very linked because it's a very personal experience. Putting yourself out there on camera every day, every stream, it feels very personal. But at the same time, guys, when things are going wrong, it's good to isolate those two things so you can analyze the show without spiraling downwards too badly into negative opinions or negative evaluations you have of yourself. So if you're having a bad stream, a stream hasn't gone well, you can isolate just the show side of that. What didn't work with the show? Were you playing a game where you were too focused and you weren't able to interact with chat as much as you'd like? Was there lots of background noise? Were you getting lots of interruptions? Were you not feeling 100%? You didn't feel like you had the energy to stream? Was the game you picked too popular and therefore it was too hard to be noticed? Was it too difficult of a game? Was it too complex? Did you not understand how to progress and you felt like you were taking too long to get through the game? There are so many different aspects of the show that you can analyze, and the trap a lot of people can fall into, and I include myself in this, is you can feel like the stream failed, therefore it was your failure. It was a personal failure, from the point where you spiral into the self-worth side of things, it's really easy to keep spiraling downwards, and then you've got a huge mountain to climb to get back up to that top, to feel ready, to feel positive to stream. And if you can try and separate those two things, it will really help you analyze the show side of things. Try to keep objective and try to keep yourself at a level where you're trying out different things for the show. If we look back to that example of the bad show, the game was too complex. We could choose a simpler game. We could choose a game where we can pause it quite frequently and spend time interacting with chat. We can set timers to remind ourselves to check how things are going. There's many ways, there's many objective strategies you can put in place to work on that show and keep it separate from the self-worth side of things. Plus, the thing is, when you're reviewing your show, for example, if you're watching back your VODs, you put yourself in the perspective of the audience. Suddenly you're not the person streaming anymore, you're watching this new person stream. You can see how the show's going, you can see how the scene looks, the game they're playing, how that looks, how quickly they're interacting with chat, how quickly they're responding, how their energy levels rise and dip during the stream. You can do all this from that kind of removed perspective of just being the audience and watching it back, because you're evaluating the show, not yourself. You're watching a stream back of a show, of an experience, and that's what you're criticizing, that's what you're evaluating going forwards. I think as well it helps open you up to feedback about the stream itself. You can ask your Discord community for advice, ask them how they thought the show went, if they have suggestions for different games, if they have new ideas for you to try. And because you've separated that self-worth from the show itself can get criticism and doesn't feel like a personal attack. Objectively, it's a show. It's a show that you're involved with, you're heading up, but it is a show, it is a separate entity, and of course it can always be improved. You yourself always want to improve it, make it bigger, make it better, so you can get their advice and not to be downhearted if you haven't got it right first time. Folks, nobody gets this stuff right first time. It takes practice, it takes tries, it takes being open to new possibilities, new ideas, and just keep trying things out. Right guys, those were my tips for surviving on Twitch. If you have your own ideas, your own survival techniques, I'd love to hear about them. Drop them in the comments below. If you disagree with any of the strategies as well, let me know. I'd love to debate it, love to discuss it more. If you'd like to talk live about this, you can find me on Twitch every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sundays. The link is below me and in the description. You can find me talking about streaming, playing games, and generally hanging out with the community. And I'll catch you next time, guys. Don't forget, work smart and have fun.